In the hushed corridors of the world's most secure penthouses and sprawling country estates, there exists a silent gallery that the public will never enter, while millions flock to the Louvre or they met to catch a fleeting glimpse of history through reinforced glass. The truly elite experience genius in the intimacy of their own living rooms. Here, a $300 million canvas isn't just a relic of the past. It is the backdrop to a morning espresso or the centerpiece of a silent candlelit dinner. These are the ghosts of the art world. Masterpieces that vanished from public record decades ago only to resurface in the climate-controlled vaults of billionaires. Tonight, we step past the velvet ropes and bypass the laser grids to uncover the most expensive art pieces currently hidden within the walls of private homes, where the line between priceless heritage and personal decor completely dissolves. 1. The silent sentinels of the private gallery. The transition from a public museum to a private residence changes the very soul of a painting. In a museum, a piece of art belongs to humanity, but within a private home, it becomes a silent witness to a dynasty. Imagine walking through a foyer in a London townhouse where the lighting is calibrated to the exact spectrum of a Tuscan sunset, only to find a Caravaggio hanging casually above a minimalist console. This is the reality for the ultra-high net worth individual for whom art is the ultimate signifier of status. These collectors do not buy art to share it. They buy it to possess the unattainable. The air in these rooms is different, thick with the scent of expensive leather and the hum of industrial-grade humidifiers that ensure a canvas from the 16th century never feels the passage of time. To these owners, a masterpiece is a companion, a static inhabitant of their sanctuary that provides a level of cultural gravity that no amount of gold leaf or marble could ever emulate. 2. The Salvator Mundi and the mystery of the high seas. Perhaps no story captures the intrigue of private ownership like the Odyssey of Leonardo da Vinci Salvator Mundi, after shattering every auction record in history with a $450 million price tag. The painting simply evaporated from the public eye, while the world speculated on its location. Rumors swirled of its new life far from the prying eyes of scholars. Some whispered of a high-security vault in Switzerland, but more cinematic reports placed the savior of the world aboard a $500 superyacht, the Serene. To think of a Da Vinci, one of fewer than 20 in existence, swaying gently with the tides of the Red Sea is the pinnacle of luxury and madness. It represents the ultimate privatization of genius, where a work that defines the Renaissance becomes the personal treasure of a prince, visible only to those invited into the inner sanctum of a floating palace. It is a haunting thought that the most expensive painting ever sold may currently be illuminated by the glow of a yacht's deck lights, far from the halls of any national gallery. 3. The abstract heavens of the New York elite. High above the concrete canyons of Manhattan, the glass towers of billionaires row house a different kind of treasure. Here, the preference shifts from the old masters to the explosive energy of abstract expressionism. Within a triplex penthouse overlooking Central Park, one might find a Jackson Pollock or a Willem de Kooning, acting as a vibrant explosion against a backdrop of monochromatic luxury. These pieces, often purchased for sums exceeding $200 million, serve as the heartbeat of the home. The owners of these properties view their collections as an extension of their own ambition, raw, powerful, and undeniably expensive. The scale of these works often requires structural modifications to the buildings themselves, with floor-to-ceiling windows reinforced to protect a Rothko from the very sunlight that makes the apartment so desirable. In these spaces, art is not merely hung. It is engineered into the architecture of the lifestyle, creating an environment where one breathes in the aesthetic of the elite. 4. The lost Impressionists of the Swiss Alps. Deep within the heart of the Alps, behind the unassuming facades of chalets that mask high-tech security systems, lies the world's most concentrated collection of Impressionist light. The heirs to industrial fortunes and the titans of finance have long favored the soft, dappled sunlight of Claude Monet and the vibrant dances of Edgar Degas. These paintings, which helped define the modern era, are often held in private family trusts for generations, never once appearing on the open market. To walk through one of these mountain retreats is to experience a private springtime that never ends. A series of Monet's water lilies might wrap around a private dining hall, creating a panoramic sanctuary of lilies and weeping willows that only a handful of people will ever see. This is a quiet form of power, a refusal to participate in the spectacle of the art market because the pieces are already home. They are woven into the fabric of family history, watched over by silent security, details and maintained by restorers, who travel under non-disclosure agreements. 5. The Surrealist secrets of the Mediterranean. Along the sun-drenched coast of the French Riviera, the villas of the old-world aristocracy hold secrets that challenge the very nature of reality. In these sprawling estates, where the gardens are works of art in themselves, the interiors often house the mind-bending brilliance of Pablo Picasso and Francis Bacon. A distorted portrait by Bacon, worth $100 million, might hang in a study filled with ancient leather-bound books, creating a jarring contrast between the classical and the visceral. These collectors are drawn to the psychological depth of the work, finding a reflection of their own complex lives in the fractured faces and surreal landscapes. For them, art is a mirror. The privacy of a cliffside villa allows for a deep, uninterrupted communion with these difficult masterpieces. There are no crowds, no audio guides, and no time limits, only the owner and the art, suspended in a moment of pure, unadulterated luxury. 6. The sovereign wealth of the East. As the center of global wealth shifts, so too does the destination of the world's most coveted art. In the royal palaces of the Middle East and the sleek skyscrapers of Hong Kong, a new generation of collectors is acquiring Western masterpieces at an unprecedented rate. These are not just individual paintings. They are entire movements bought in bulk to furnish the grand halls of new dynasties. A Jean-Michel Basquiat, once a symbol of New York's gritty underground, now finds itself in a marble-clad parlor in Doha, its frantic energy a stark contrast to the disciplined luxury of its surroundings. This movement of art represents a global game of chess, where the most expensive pieces are moved across the map to signal the arrival of a new superpower. In these private homes, art is used to bridge the gap between cultures, creating a visual language of success that is understood in every corner of the globe. 7. The hidden modernists of Silicon Valley. In the minimalist estates of Northern California, the approach to art is as precise and forward-thinking as the technology born there. Here, the titans of the digital age collect works that mirror their obsession with systems, light, and space. A James Turrellite installation might occupy an entire wing of a home, while a minimalist sculpture by Richard Serra dominates the courtyard. These pieces are often integrated into the smart home systems, allowing the owner to adjust the mood of a multi-million-dollar installation with a swipe on a tablet. This is art for the future, where the physical object is often less important than the experience it creates. Yet, tucked away in the private libraries of these tech moguls are the sketches of Da Vinci and the journals of Galileo, the original source code of human genius, kept as a reminder of where the journey began. The world of high-end art is one of shadows and light, where the most beautiful things ever created are often the most hidden. While we may never step inside these private sanctuaries, the knowledge that these masterpieces endure behind closed doors adds to the mystique of the luxury lifestyle. It is a reminder that the ultimate luxury is not just the ability to buy beauty, but the privilege of keeping it all to yourself. If you enjoyed this journey into the world's most exclusive private galleries, ensure you are part of our inner circle here at Pro Lexure. Like this video to support our curation of the extraordinary, and subscribe to never miss an unveiling of the world's hidden treasures. Thanks for watching. In our next exploration, we dive into the world of bespoke hypercars that have never touched a public road. We look forward to seeing you there.